Dubai, a city of skyscrapers, gold dispensing, ATMs, and luxury everything. But beneath all the glitz, there's something even more irresistible. The food. Dubai's cuisine is like the city itself, a mix of old traditions and new flavors. Here, shawarma stands next to sushi, and you might start your day with dates and end it with a truffle-topped burger. So what exactly do people eat in this desert oasis? Let's find out. And trust me, number one is something locals and tourists agree on. It's iconic, addictive, and basically a rite of passage, ready to take your taste buds on a trip through Dubai. Let's go. Starting strong with shawarma. This is Dubai's street food king. Thinly sliced meat, usually chicken or beef, marinated in spices, stacked on a rotating spit, and shaved into warm flatbread. Add some garlic sauce, pickles, maybe a dash of hot sauce, and you've got magic. It's fast, it's flavorful, and it's found on nearly every corner of the city. Next up, mandi, a traditional rice and meat dish that came from Yemen but found a forever home in Dubai. It's slow-cooked, tender and aromatic, often buried in an underground tandoor oven. The rice absorbs all the smoky flavor and the meat practically melts on your tongue. Mandi is what families eat on Fridays, what friends share at celebrations, and what newcomers fall in love with instantly. Let's talk about luqaimat. These little golden dough balls are crispy outside, fluffy inside, and dripping in date syrup or honey. Sometimes they're sprinkled with sesame seeds. They're the Emirati version of donuts, but better. Served during Ramadan and at festivals, one bite is never enough. Of course, Harris deserves a spot. It's a comforting porridge-like dish made from wheat and meat, usually chicken or lamb, slow-cooked into a smooth, rich blend. It's warm, filling, and deeply rooted in UAE tradition. You'll find it in Emirati homes, especially during Ramadan, where it's both a meal and a memory. Then we have machboos, a spiced rice dish that might remind you of biryani, but with a distinct Gulf twist. It features dried lemon, cinnamon, cardamom, and saffron, making every bite fragrant and flavorful. Served with chicken, lamb, or fish, it's often found at weddings, big gatherings, or simply when someone wants to impress their guests. You can't ignore stuffed camel. Yes, a whole camel. It's rare, it's extravagant, and it's usually reserved for very large events or royal celebrations. The camel is stuffed with chickens, which are stuffed with eggs and rice. It's basically a Middle Eastern style version of food inside food inside food. You probably won't see it on every menu, but it's legendary. Let's cool things down with karak chai. This strong, sweet spiced tea has Indian roots, but is fully part of Dubai's daily rhythm. Made with black tea, milk, cardamom, and sugar, it's simmered to perfection and sold from tiny roadside. Locals drink it in the morning, after meals, or just about any time. It's not just tea, it's a ritual. Falafel, crispy golden chickpea patties, are another beloved snack, served in pita bread with tahini, salad, and pickled veggies. They're light, flavorful, and surprisingly filling. You'll find them in Lebanese food trucks and even five-star hotel brunches. Vegan, no problem. This one's for you. Gotta mention sambusa. These deep-fried triangles of joy are stuffed with meat, cheese, or lentils. Think of them like the UAE cousin of samosas. Perfect for Ramadan iftar, but honestly, too good to save for once a year. Crunchy, spicy, and completely addictive. And finally, grilled hamor. This local fish is firm, flaky, and usually grilled whole with lemon and herbs. It's served with rice, salad, or just a squeeze of lime, letting the fresh flavor speak for itself. Caught from the warm waters of the Arabian Gulf, it's a seafood staple that keeps things light but satisfying. Now, before we wrap up, let's add some spicy little facts to your food knowledge. Did you know that Dubai imports over 85% of its food? That's right. Despite its desert roots, the city has turned into a global food paradise, bringing flavors from every continent right to your plate. Here's a fun one. Dubai holds the record for the world's most expensive burger. It cost over $10,000 and was auctioned off for charity. The ingredients? Wagyu, beef, gold leaf, and some very exclusive sauces. Was it worth it? Depends who you ask. Speaking of gold, yes, people eat gold in Dubai. You'll find 24-karat gold flakes on cappuccinos, cupcakes, even biryani. It's edible, tasteless, and purely for the luxury vibe. Ever heard of a drive-through carrot stand? In Dubai, it's real. Locals line up in their cars, order their spiced tea, and sip it like a treat. It's a cultural blend of tradition and convenience. Also, Dubai's food festivals are huge, like the Dubai Food Festival, where street eats, gourmet dishes, and celebrity chefs all come together. It's the perfect way to taste everything from Emirati classics to futuristic fusion dishes. And one last cool fact. There's a restaurant inside the Burj Khalifa where you can enjoy fine dining 1,450 feet above the ground. Eating there, definitely a bucket list moment. So, which Dubai dish would you try first? The street food classic, the golden dessert, or the royal feast? If this episode made your stomach growl, give it a thumbs up. Drop your dream Dubai meal in the comments and subscribe for more delicious discoveries from around the world. And before we finish this culinary ride, let's spice it up with some amazing historical facts about Dubai's food scene. Did you know that traditional Emirati cuisine was originally all about survival? Before oil, before skyscrapers, life in the UAE was harsh. People relied heavily on dates, fish, camel meat, and rice, foods that could survive the intense desert climate. Every ingredient had a purpose, and nothing was wasted. The Bedouins, Dubai's original desert dwellers, lived a nomadic life. Their meals were simple but hearty. Think slow-cooked stews like haris or spiced rice dishes like machboos. These meals had to nourish, hydrate, and energize, often with just a few ingredients and a whole lot of care. Even Dubai's love for spices goes way back. The city sat right along ancient trade routes between India, Persia, and Africa. So while you're biting into a shawarma or sipping karak chai, you're actually tasting centuries of cultural exchange. The creekside souk of old Dubai were once bustling with spice traders, date merchants, and fishmongers. Some of those markets still exist today, like the Dara Spice Souk, where you can breathe in the aroma of cardamom, saffron, and dried limes that once fueled empires. And here's something poetic. Camel milk and dates were not just staple foods, but symbols of hospitality. Even now, when you visit an Emirati home, you're often welcomed with those two things. Not just food, it's a gesture of respect. Lastly, remember that Dubai's now famous fusion cuisine, like gold-dusted burgers or sushi shawarma rolls, is just a modern twist on what it has always done best. Bring the world's flavors together in one place. So the next time you're in Dubai, eating luqaimat by the beach or digging into a steaming bowl of mandi, you're not just tasting food. You're tasting history, heritage, and a culture that turned the desert into a global dining table.